Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning, everyone. Over here at the Gateway Pundit, we're going to talk a little bit about immigration here. Watch. Border Czar Tom Homan says ICE has already started raiding illegal aliens. It's started. ICE teams are out there as of today. Yes, dang, yes, let's do it. If you hear any noise, I'm very sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. My wife is coming home, and our dogs are losing their minds. So apologize for the thumpa-bumpa bark. It'll go away in a little bit. The day after President Trump was sworn into office, his administration has already begun turning this country around and reversing Biden's disastrous policies. Not Biden, Biden's handlers. Biden barely knew half of what was going on. And even if he did know most of it, he was not making the decisions, and that is a fact. When you are led away by the Easter Bunny, when people try to ask you questions, when you don't even handle cabinet meetings, you don't have them, then your wife is running them, nobody elected her. That man did not run this country. I'm sorry, argue with me, comment below, tell me how he ran this country. In fact, I think they held him hostage, and he wasn't going to get those pardons for his family unless he played ball. But we'll go on that in another video. On Monday, within hours taking office, President Trump signed 42 executive orders, memoranda and proclamations, 115 personal actions, and over 200 executive actions, according to White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt. And this is on top of all the press conferences, meetings, balls, dances, you name it going on that day. It was effing nuts. That man's energy is off of the charts. It just is crazy. He has more energy than most people I know in their 20s and 30s. And where was he today? Back up and going. I do not know what that man does, but wow. Maybe being powered by Diet Coke and cheeseburgers is the way to go. Wow. All right, let's see here. This includes several actions on border policy, including designating the cartels as foreign terrorists and revoking several Biden EOs on the order which allowed unchecked illegal immigration. Now, on day 2 of his second term, Trump's border czar Tom Homan has announced that the mass deportation efforts and illegal alien raids are underway, effective today. Yes, damn yes. And they are starting with the ones who've committed extra crimes since they've been here. All illegal aliens have committed, there are criminals because you committed a crime coming here. We are a nation of laws, folks. Sorry. But yes, they're going after the violent criminals first, and we'll talk about the others later. But I personally am one of the ones that believe that we need mass deportations of all types. Go away, go back. There are people waiting in line to do it right. We do not jump these people ahead of them. Besides, right now, Americans cannot afford this. We can't afford to be giving these people billions in aid, taking care of their medical, giving them $10,000 debit cards, Xboxes, PS5s, housing we ain't got enough of. Stupid. You fix us first, then we worry about the world. The Gateway Pundit reported on Sunday that Tom Homan said immigration raids on sanctuary cities, including Chicago. I am a prisoner of Illinois, and even in my area, we have a lot of illegal aliens, and I will have a just talk about that here in a minute. Just a short little story from my personal area here in the Quad Cities. Chicago and New York may be placed on pause after details about the plan were leaked to the media. Gee, wonder who did that. This comes after it was reported last week that Immigration and Customs Enforcement was preparing to launch a big effing operation in sanctuary cities on Tuesday, just one day after Trump's inauguration. This is going to be, I know I may tick people off when I keep stopping, but you know what? It's nice to have, I know you may not like some of the language at times, but it's nice to have people in office where when you ask them a question, their opinion or something, whether you like the answer or not, you get one you can understand and one that answers your question. Politicians, you can ask them a question, and for 10, 15, 20 minutes or more, they'll ramble on. Then at the end, didn't even answer that question. Or they will outright look at you and go, I'm not going to answer that. You ask them yes or no. I'm not going to answer that. Then you need fired. But I like Trump because at least, whether I like his answers all the time or not, boy, there's some I don't. But I understood his answer. As clear as a bell. And this guy, Tom Homan's the same way. A lot of people work for Trump are like that. You understand them. Even crazy Elon, you understand most of the time. But he can be a little goofy. Homan later confirmed the reports, but also made that leaks put law enforcement officers at great risk, and that ICE will make a decision based on this leak. However, he came out on Tuesday telling Fox's John Roberts that despite this, the raids had started. Sorry, I found the rest of that later. It's there. They made a boo-boo. Now, this is going to go a little bit. Now we're going to go definitely into me. My view is yes. Damn yes. First, yes, let's start out with the extra criminal, which means the ones who committed any crime hereafter. I mean any crime. If you've committed a violent crime, the fact that the Biden administration and Democrats just the other day voted against a bill that would we don't need a bill. God, it's so stupid. Voted against a bill to eject people that have committed crimes of a bedding nature, shall we say? Bedding nature. You can't say the SA. Hope you know what that means. SAS assaults. You don't want to say that on YouTube because they get cranky, even though this is not set for kids. But they voted against a bill to deport people who did that to women. And kids and stuff. It's like, what? Holy crap. They're worried about a slippery slope if you start with the people who commit SA on women and kids. Oh, what could be next? Heavens forbid. Jeez Louise. Just shows that Democrats do not care. They do not give a rat's ass about you. They do not. The fact that they would be, nope, we can't let these people go. We can't kick them out. Oh, slippery slope. No, that is not a slippery slope. But these are the type of people Homan and the Trump administration are going to start with. You're robbing people. You're part of a gang. You're gone. And then I think we're going to step down from there bit by bit by bit. And I'd like to see at least 10 to 15 million booted. Anybody that says, the numbers are all over when we talk about this. When you get honesty, earlier on, about a year or two ago, just before the election really started kicking off, there were admissions that they had let in over 20 million illegals on the books, so they knew of. And there were immigration officials on record and on video, you can find the videos, saying that, well, for every one we know about, there's probably another one we didn't. And they were saying the numbers are anywhere from, not 20 million or 25, it's upwards of 35 to 50 million have come in. That is insane numbers. And remember back during George Bush, they started talking. At first, they were talking about how many illegals are here, and it was a set number. They were dead serious about, we got 30 million illegals in this country right now. We need to do something about it. But then suddenly, it became not cool to talk about it, and that number dropped. Oh, it's only like 10 million. No. Bull crap. So let's say even before Biden started this crap, I'll say no increase since Georgie Jr. Bull. But I'm going to say, let's say we started with 30 million. And let's say you added another 25 to 50 million onto that. I'm not even going to go that high. Let's go 25 to 35 million. That means we could have upwards of 60 to 70 million illegals in this country. 60 million illegal immigrants. That's a huge glut. It needs to stop. The amount it is costing us is pure insanity. They do not have a right to this. They don't have a right to anything here. We owe them nothing. Our government owes us, you and me. We elected them to do for us. You fix America and American citizens' lives first. Once that's done, and our veterans, how about this? Just start with our vets. You start with our vets, our retirees, then we'll edge down to disabled people, people on welfare, and then maybe we get most of that taken care of. Okay, we'll worry about other citizens in other countries when we hit maybe 85, 90% of our people taken care of. In that order. Then maybe we'll worry. But until then, no. Especially if you're coming here illegally and then committing other crimes or just sucking off our system. And I'm going to push back against another bullcrap thing Democrats like to spout. Immigrants here commit less crime than American citizens. Aha! Ha ha! Go look this up. You can look this up. When it's broke down, they kind of lie. Kind of. They lump in legals and illegal together. Legal immigrants to the United States of America do commit a lower percentage of crimes across the board than native-born Americans because they really appreciate it. They worked for it. They learned about America. They want to be American. They fly our flags, learn our language, know probably more about the presidents and our history than even most of us. Now, you go to the illegal aliens, though. The illegal immigrants, they commit crimes at an insanely higher rate than we do. That cannot be allowed. That must stop. So, it's a bullcrap fallacy that they like to spout, and I just don't like when they lump it together. But I personally think this is a great idea. I think it needs to be done as fast as possible and as nasty as possible. But that's what I think. Let me know what you think below. Comment, like, subscribe. And if you've listened this long, thank you very much. If you liked what I said, give me that thumb. If you didn't, hey, I appreciate your time. But have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. And if you're in America right now, especially in the southern areas, stay warm and watch out for that snow.